Hello and welcome to the Redbrick Sport podcast. This week I am joined by not only a great selection of guests, but a strange selection of water bottles. Harry, hello Harry.
Hiya.
You've got Volvic today, don't you?
I have. Yeah.
Alex, you came without water.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nicola's got water in Ribena.
Yeah.
Don't you? Nancy, you don't have any water.
I don't.
Do you have any water,
I
Nathan?
do actually.
Do you? What is it?
It's a moment of truth.
We're all on edge.
Edge Buxton.
Oh, it's
Wow.
peach flavoured.
Spanner in the
Interesting.
works.
Aldi's own. And I have Highland Spring. Although I don't actually think I own this water bottle, but there you go. So I've kind of introduced all our guests already via their water bottles. So let's just jump straight into Man City Spurs, which ended 2-2. Did anyone see this result coming? Because Spurs have been in pretty good form. City just got absolutely destroyed by Everton. Was a draw what we expected in this game?
Yeah, I predicted a draw for once, so I'll take that. Because I know City were taken apart by Everton, but it's not been too bad. I mean, just recently, actually, they beat Arsenal at home, and they can still mix it, and they still look quite good. The problem for them is every time they face a shot, you think, bro, we're going to concede, and they're going to sort of lose faith from there. But no, I don't think it was. But from the position they were in during the game, they'll look back and just feel they should have won, really. To be coasting.
So we mentioned Bravo not looking like the most confident of keepers, but it was actually Hugo Lloris in this game, wasn't it, Harry? Who made some mistakes.
But we can cut him some slack, really, because of how good he's been in the last few years. He's probably been the most solid goalkeeper in the Prem the last 3 years. So you might say he was due a couple of mistakes. The second one was like a genuine bad mistake. The first one, when he went out for the header, I've seen him do it before lots. So it's the same argument with coming out to catch balls or punch balls. If you say to Lloris, right, we don't want you coming out and sweeping the box, but he's going to save more goals than not by doing it, and then occasionally making a mistake. It's just a shame it came in a big game.
Yeah. So his mistakes did see City go 2-0 up. But Spurs managed to pull it back. And I guess one of the positives to take from this game is that Spurs were completely outplayed in the first half and didn't really play well throughout the game and still came away with a point. So that's a positive. But are we worried about how much they were outplayed in the first half by City?
No, not necessarily. I don't think so, because I mean, they've outplayed teams so many times this season, especially recently, and sometimes you just have an off day. I mean, I think Gary Neville tweeted actually at half-time during the game something about the fact that Spurs have come to 2 big games in Manchester and just not played. That was one, obviously, at United, and they lost 1-0. And, as a United fan myself, I didn't really feel we were under any threat that game. And same with City, but sometimes you just don't play well, but the character pulls you through, and they got 2 goals, and they'll take the draw from the way they played and move on. And I don't think it's a problem that they played poorly there.
All right. Moment of controversy in the game was Sterling's this week non-dive. Last week we were talking about him going over and not getting a penalty. This time he stayed up and didn't get a penalty, pushed in the back by Kyle Walker. Does anyone think this was a penalty?
I think it definitely was. If he would have gone down, and he should have, in all honesty. Obviously, people get criticised when they go down and they sort of take advantage of a potential opportunity, but I think he was well within his rights. I think the reason he didn't is because he thought he could score. And I think he probably... It's a long step to make, but perhaps in that moment he honestly thought, people will slate me if I go down, so I may as well try and score, and I might get a pen anyway. But
maybe thought he wasn't good. Maybe thought after everything he's probably not going to get a penalty, so he may as well shoot as well. He probably doesn't trust the fact that he's going to get given penalties these days.
Yeah.
But when you watch it over and over again, it really is an indefensible decision, really. The referee's taken there, the lines, because it looks like the linesman's got a clear view across. He should be able to see it. The referee, it's so blatant.
Yeah.
And then Spurs scored about a minute later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned the linesman. I think the referee may have been behind Kyle Walker, so he might not be able to, but linesman has to spot that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ended 2-2, which really was dropped points for both teams, and given that Chelsea won, which we'll come on to later, wasn't a very helpful result for either of the teams.
I don't think Spurs would be too disheartened with that, though, actually. If you'd offered them the point beforehand, I know given the form, they may have thought they had a good chance to win, but it's not a bad point in the general scheme of things, actually, away at City.
Yeah. A worse result came at Anfield this week, because Liverpool managed to lose 3-2 to a Swansea side who really didn't look like they had this in them. Although, having said that, Fernando Llorente, Nicola.
He scored his third brace of the season.
Yeah. He scores them in bunches, doesn't he? So he scored twice, and that was early on in the second half. First half, nothing really happened, did it, at all? But Firmino managed to pull 2 back.
Second goal was like absolutely incredible goal as well. It's kind of a shame for him that he scored 2 and was on the losing side, because he did actually play very well. And the second goal, that touch, that's just incredible, really.
And from Wijnaldum as well.
Oh yeah, no. To be fair, the Wijnaldum one was probably slightly better, I'd say.
Could have been handball though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was debatable. Yeah, but given the benefit of the doubt in that situation.
Was this just an off day for Liverpool? Because obviously Mane is away at AFCON, and obviously defence is the problem, and you can't win a title by outscoring every team in the league.
Definitely not. Yeah, it could be put down to just general complacency. No one was expecting Swansea to come and play well, to be fair.
I don't think Swansea played really that well, though. Yeah. They played well enough to sort of get a result, but it was a bit of an anomaly of a game, really.
I didn't actually see the game. I was on the whole end at the time working. But
I did see the game. It was just odd, because you were there and you were just like, well, it's 2-2 now. Liverpool are going to go and win this, like 4 or 5-2, and then Swansea just came out of nowhere and scored again. It was almost like Liverpool's defence just had like huge gaps in it, and Swansea were exposing that.
I don't think you can put it down to an off day though, because if you look at their recent results, I think it's 1 win from 6, and that was just Plymouth. They've drawn with Sunderland, drew with Plymouth as well, lost to Southampton in the Cup. I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong there at the moment, I couldn't say that, but seem to have lost that spark a little bit, and still the defensive woes of earlier are still rearing. So I mean, until that's resolved, they are going to suffer some days like this, which is why I think it's a problem. I mean, I predicted them. It was a few weeks back on one of the podcasts. I said I think United will finish in the top 4 and Liverpool won't, and I'm standing by it. I still think Liverpool have that in them to drop off, but we'll see.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, when there was the whole narrative of this sparkling attacking threat and then the weak defence, it was just all a bit too fragile to sustain for the whole season.
Yeah.
So I think this cracks are starting to show a bit earlier than everyone might have thought.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually won a Premier League game since New Year's Day when they beat Man City. And I mean, a top side beats Man City on New Year's Day and then pushes on with the morale boost that sort of result gives you. But Arsenal managed to win and they beat Burnley, but it was a fairly dramatic last few minutes in this game. And really, they didn't look too good before, the last 10 minutes, really, did they?
It was a weird game. It's typical Arsenal playing a team at the Emirates where the team defends, puts 8 or 9 men behind the ball and tries to see it out. To be honest, I think it was definitely like a game of sort of attrition. We didn't really have that many chances. Burnley looked quite threatening on the break as well. So obviously Andre Gray Andre Gray sort of stayed up between the 2 centre backs and tried to sort of pose a threat. But it was just us parked on the edge of their box for most of the game. But quite a dramatic end. I was quite happy about that. I was just not expecting that at all.
if you didn't see it, there's 2 late penalties. Both in stoppage time, weren't they?
Yeah, it was 90 plus 3 and 90 plus 8.
Yeah, Sanchez
Mad.
chipping that 98th minute penalty.
I feel sorry for was it Ben Mee who gave away the?
I don't. To be honest, I don't like. It's a bit weird because there's some sort of symmetry here with the away game at Burnley when Koscielny was blatantly like, well, he handballed it.
Yeah.
I think he was offside as well. Didn't get given, and then Koscielny was offside and had his head low enough for me to. I wouldn't consider it a high foot really.
Yeah, the commentary were very certain. I was absolutely clear penalty. So the pundits, and I thought
it's debatable.
It's just because there was contact with Koscielny's face.
But you say his head was low enough.
Make a difference.
Yeah, but he was trying to head it in. So
his head's low enough for it to be argued. It's not necessarily a high foot, and then
it's debatable, definitely. Yeah,
and obviously offside, but that's
But Mustafi should have had a penalty about 3 minutes earlier, or whatever it was.
No,
so.
I think it was 0-0 actually. It should have gone to
Yeah. So karma,
I guess.
So that penalty decision wasn't the only moment of controversy in the game because Xhaka got a straight red,
silly man,
as he is prone to do. I actually don't know if I'd have given this a straight red. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone was making out.
Well, when people make tackles like that and get given a yellow, the pundits say he could have been given a red. So from that perspective, for me, he doesn't have he's a very good player, but his mentality is just way off what Arsenal require. He loses his head a lot.
Perhaps his reputation for getting red cards and being reckless.
Well, it's 9 red cards in the last 3 seasons now. Yeah. So
I think his reputation goes before.
Yes, so if another Arsenal midfielder committed that challenge, you could say the ref might not have given it.
There's definitely a narrative around Xhaka, and John Moss has sent Xhaka off twice this season as well. So
I think red's correct, but again, I think as you say, you could say it was debatable. I'm not surprised they gave it, but I think maybe another midfielder might have got off with the yellow.
Yeah.
It's still a stupid thing to do. And often these tackles happen when you've just given away possession. You'll see if a player gives away possession and tries to claim it back, they're often too aggressive, they jump in. And it was sort of that again, just lost the ball. Lost
a terrible pass as well.
Yeah.
Just
so it bounced off and you get frustrated immediately.
Yeah. But that's secondary school sort of football. It's not what you should be doing at top level Premier League club.
I mean the obvious positive here is that Arsenal didn't play well and got 3 points, which good sides do. Whether there was good fortune involved in that is fairly irrelevant at this point. Right, we'll take a break and then we'll come back and talk about someone who's had quite a good career at Manchester United. Yes, Wayne Rooney scored a goal, and that gives him 250 goals for Manchester United and breaks Sir Bobby Charlton's record. Rooney's now both Manchester United and England's top goal scorer of all time. Nathan, you're a Man United fan.
I am.
Was this a good moment for you?
Yes, it was. I actually did not watch the game. I was at someone's afternoon tea. But we were watching Gillette Soccer Saturday and was delighted to see that we'd got a last-minute equaliser. And then about half an hour later, it sunk in that we'd got 2 points from 6 games, and really we'd needed more than that. However, every point helps, every little helps, and it was a great goal as well, to be fair. To break the record is a nice way to do it, because I was expecting it to be like a penalty and a 4-0 win against Hull or something rubbish like that. But actually, it was an important goal, and congratulations, really, in order, because it's a great achievement.
Yeah. There are statues of Dennis Law, George Best and Sir Bobby Charlton outside Old Trafford, Nathan. Would you like to see a Wayne Rooney statue?
I would not like to see a Wayne
Rooney statue. I
think that would be popular opinion as well.
All right.
But why? I'm sorry.
He's not very aesthetically pleasing.
Really? That's a bit harsh.
I think, well, for one, the Bobby Charlton and Law they were all the Holy Trinity, you know, playing around similar time and same time and helped us win the Champions League. And it's not like Rooney didn't, but I don't know. I can't even put into words why not, because he is the top scorer. So to an extent, you'd say, oh, he must be a hero, must be a legend. But there's
something about him, innit? It just makes you like hate him. I don't know what it is.
Oh, the tribute's going well.
True though. Well, that's why there's not been like an outpouring of.
You can't say you hate him.
I wrote.
Look, it's a great achievement. And to be fair, there was a lot of good credit and people were giving him praise, and rightfully so, because it is a great achievement. But there's still some sort of undercurrent for some reason surrounding Wayne Rooney. I guess England's lack of success is obviously a factor in doing the fans, etc. and things like that. But it's a great achievement. He's top scorer for England and Manchester United, and you can't begrudge someone else to start that good.
In my tribute piece, Tim, which will go on Redbrick Online tomorrow, I think it is, I said he should have a statue.
Really?
Because football boils down to who scores more goals than the others. If you score more goals than Stoke, you win the game. And Rooney scored the most goals of all time for your football club. So if anyone's deserving of a statue, it's surely Wayne Rooney.
Now.
Wouldn't you leave it until he's retired?
That's
Give it 10 years.
After he's retired, I don't want a statue now. I don't want him to drive up to Old Trafford and be like, oh, look, there I am, like that, when he's still playing. But I think he has to be remembered amongst people like...
I just can't agree with the statue, I'm sorry. I think another factor in it is that we are the biggest club in the world, or one of the biggest clubs in the world, okay? And the three that have the statue is because, you know, it was this entertaining football that they played and we won the Champions League. And Rooney won the Champions League himself and has been loyal to us. But it was also the 2 transfer requests. I mean, that's another thing that's certainly made United fans doubt, you know, and he was doubting Sir Alex's signings. There were just little things that have gone on throughout his career that I think a statue is too much. We're all going to appreciate it. In 10 years when he's retired, we look back at the goals and he scored some absolute crackers, goals that have won us games, goals against Liverpool that we'll always remember. But a statue is still, I don't think it's something that should be considered. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry to disappoint you, Dan.
What if I tell you that the closest contender in the current Man United squad to his record is Michael Carrick on 24 goals? Does that change anything there?
No.
All right. United didn't actually win this game, and Rooney, I think it was fairly telling that Rooney, rather than celebrating, pointed at the ball to get it back, get another goal to win. Yeah, unlike Giroud, he was like, oh look, I can score a scorpion kick. So I thought that was a pretty classy.
Yeah, I enjoyed that as well, actually. He knows that it's a big moment, but there's still too much.
But really, this is a game that you should have won, isn't it?
More missed chances.
Yeah. Let's not dwell on Man United and Wayne Rooney, though, because a more interesting game was Middlesbrough 1, West Ham 3. Andy Carroll is incredible. What were Liverpool using him incorrectly for? Like, of course they signed him for the right amount of money. He's worth that. Look at the goals he's scoring. No? No one with me.
I'm if he stayed fit. I think he was always popped up goals. I mean, his goal last week was sensational. Every time I watch it, I think the net basically came off. It was unbelievable. Yeah. And again, it pops up 2 good goals this weekend, but you just feel there's an injury around the corner.
He's a weird player as well. Like, injuries, inconsistency because slightly of injuries, but I think just generally as well. Yeah. But I think injuries have sort of characterised his West Ham career. Yeah. I mean, when he came to prominence, everyone was like, this guy is like almost Alan Shearer-esque in the way he played. Obviously, the comparisons were there from the start. But, I mean, I think West Ham are going to do better without Payet in the lineup. I think, honestly, because Payet is no longer their focal point. And I think they're 10th in the league now, so they've won 4 games in a row, really picked up their form. And they seem to be a much more solid unit. Just playing like, because obviously you've got Antonio, Lanzini, and Obiang. Obiang's been very good this season.
Just allows them to shine through without Payet being this sort of god on the pitch, where it's just past the Payet. It's now they work more as a unit.
More as a functional unit, yeah.
I think they've been conceding goals as well a lot this season. They've just signed Font, so I think that's going to be a good signing for them, at least in the short term.
Well, people have been criticising that, but I honestly, I don't really think it's. I think it's quite opportunistic, to be honest. They're signing one of the best centre backs in the Premier League for £8 million. The short-term value that you'll get out of him, so you get like a year and a half probably of him being still one of the best defenders in the Premier League, and £8 million to West Ham, as we know now, is not really that much. It may have been 3 seasons ago, but I think they've took advantage of the whole situation very nicely, to be fair.
Yeah, European Championship winner, Jose Font. Good signing. Let's move on to Chelsea, who are looking like they're going to win the title. And they marched on with a 2-0 win over Hull. I guess the interesting story from this game, if there is one, is that Diego Costa was back and scored. So, no problem then.
It's just a bit of a non-point, really, isn't it? So, does anyone care if Costa leaves to go to China?
Chelsea fans?
I would be happy to see the back of him.
Yeah. I reckon I'm the only non-Chelsea
I bet
fan.
you like Mourinho, though, don't you? You're one of those weird people.
A lot of people like Mourinho.
Yeah, people
You not like Mourinho?
Yeah.
You know my opinions on
And
Mourinho.
he has no bias here at all.
To be honest, I did like him in his Chelsea days, even when they were winning things. Obviously, it was a bit more irritating because it wasn't for us, but I've never really had
He's
a
a
problem with
classless fool, in my opinion.
Wow. But Costa, I think he's the perfect pantomime villain, and he never actually does anything really bad. He just gets on defenders' nerves. He never actually does anything vicious, and it's just hilarious and entertaining. And he's good enough to back it up as well. If Costa was rubbish at football, then it's just like he's an idiot. But because he's so good, he can own that sort of confidence.
He was
very good
last season, wasn't he? Yeah, take your point there.
Yeah, but this season he has been massive for Chelsea.
Second to Alexis Sanchez in goals. Just saying.
The other story, I guess, from this game is the Ryan Mason head injury, which was it was a bad collision, and we know that he has a fractured skull. So I guess best wishes to him. Hope he gets well soon. Other games, Southampton had a good 3-0 win over Leicester and scored more than one goal in the first half for ages and ages. Bournemouth threw Tool at home to Watford. Something weird happened in this game. Harry, tell me what happened.
Oh, Kabasele. So for Bournemouth's equaliser, Kabasele decided to just collapse and have a little lie down.
He was literally looking up at the sky as well. It wasn't like he could see what was going on.
And
he was literally like...
This coincided with a Bournemouth attack.
And goal.
On his own side. And then literally Bournemouth played the ball through where he would be playing, through his position. And Afobe buried it and ended 2-2.
Although he did also score. So in that sense, he kind of it was almost like his actions that day were at 0. Because he kind of let them down for a goal, but he contributed one as well.
Everton won 1-0 away at Crystal Palace. Tom Davies.
Very good player. Very adept at playing football. He just seems to sort of have, like I said last week, he just seems to have this sort of calm sort of manner in which he plays. He just seems to be one of the starting 11, like he's been playing there for years. Don't want to overhype him. He'll probably turn out terrible, like Dan Gosling or something like that.
Jack Rodwell.
Yeah, but who knows? I think he could be. Judging on his performances so far, he looks like he could be a very, very good player for them.
Yeah, another assist there. And West Brom won 2-0 at home to Sunderland. Nicola, how many corners have West Brom scored this season?
From
10. 10 corners. And presumably that's the most in the league because they are at West Brom.
Flowing ascetic football.
There we go. But it's
Great goal.
How did Chadley miss that shot? That was terrible.
But their flowing attacking football is getting results, West Brom. So that's all that matters. we're going to take another break, and then Nicola will round up the lower leagues of football when we come back. Right, Nicola, would you like to tell us all about what happened in the lower leagues this weekend?
Yeah, it was a mixed weekend for the teams of the West Midlands. In the National League, Solihull Moors drew away at Boreham Wood. They remain in 16th place as always and have 34 points. In League One, Walsall beat Bristol Rovers 3-1 at home. They're now unbeaten in their last 6 league meetings with Rovers. They're 13th in the table on 37 points. At the bottom of the table are Coventry with 21 points. They lost at home to Fleetwood and they haven't won in their last 5 home games. In the Championship, Norwich completed a league double over the Wolves for the first time, beating them 3-1. Wolves are 18th on 32 points, while Birmingham drew away at Blackburn. Zola is the first Birmingham manager to fail to win any of the opening 6 league games since Joe Mallet in 1964. Birmingham are 12th on 37 points. Hot on their heels are Villa in 13th on 36. They also drew, but at home to Preston North End. Adamo scored his first brace since March 2014, and Villa have now dropped 19 points from winning positions.
All right, thanks, Nicola. Harry, you are a Villa fan, and
Yes,
would you like to tell us a bit more about that game?
So yeah, 2-0 up at half time. It's probably the best performance we've had for a first half. We were playing really well, and it just seemed like it was going to be a nice relaxing day where we might go win 3-4, 5-0 or something, and everyone would be happy for once as a Villa fan. But no, Jordan Hugill had something different to say about that. His first goal was actually very good, and it was very much a fair play moment. Although Westwood could have done better. Talking about Westwood, he's the worst midfielder in the league. We bought Henry Lansbury, and everyone was like, "Good, we've got a replacement for Westwood." But then he goes and plays alongside him, and I'm just tired of seeing Ashley Westwood on the Villa team sheet. He's just not good enough to play for our team. Obviously, we're missing Codger and Jordan Ayew for the Africa Cup of Nations. Codger's much more of a miss than I. So we were forced to playing Gabby. So against Wolves, we had Adoma, Gabby, and McCormack, and it's just not good enough, really. Considering we spent 60 million. We spent 60 million on transfers, and that's our attack. Yeah,
We've
60 million.
We've also got the 19th highest wage bill in Europe.
Yeah, that's it. In Europe, that's all Europe's teams.
And you're 12th in the Championship?
13th.
13th. Even better.
Below
Blues, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So some Villa fan tweeted before that if Blues finish above us in this season, it will go on their honours list. It'll be like the greatest achievement, which I think is pretty funny and true, probably.
All right.
But, there you go.
Further down the table, Wigan had a 2-1 win at home to Brentford and are now finally out of the relegation zone. This is our second win in a row in the league, and Sam Morsey got the goal that won it for us here.
Yeah,
you're a big Warren Joyce fan now.
Yeah, saviour, hero, legend, whatever you want to say.
United saving you.
Wears shorts in all weather. That's my kind of man. If he keeps this up, he can wear whatever he wants. I don't mind.
You sure?
Yeah. On that note, we'll leave you. You heard from myself, Nathan, Harry, Nicola, Nancy and Alex, and we'll be back next week.